your children are grown up. You can do what you jolly
But I think
well
that's very
like.
interesting. What does it mean to be retired? You know, because
It's
for all of us
wonderful.
sitting around here,
Wonderful,
we've
as
sort
long
of
as you've got,
determined our own jobs
reasonably
to a certain
adequate
And
extent.
we
we're
don't
lucky.
retire.
Yeah,
You see, the difference is, there's a poem by Yeats which always absolutely chills me, and it goes, I thought no more was needed youth to prolong than dumbbell and foil to keep the body young. Oh, who could have foretold that the heart grows old? Now, what frightens me is that my heart might grow old, that I will grow old even more than my body. Now, you clearly haven't, your body may have grown to 87, but your heart hasn't.
No,
what terrifies me is what, you know, who could
but
have
you've just said
foretold
you
that
feel
the
you're
heart-
28, so where's the heart growing old?
Suddenly it'll happen.
I see. Boom, and that'll be it. It'll
Boom,
freeze.
unless I'm in this madcap, crazy old people's
But you-
home
Yeah,
run by
sign up.
Janet.
Sign up now.
I'll sign
I'm
up
already
now.
in for
Sorry?
We separate out the old. We have contempt, we have hatred, we have all these terrible things which we associate with oldness that have nothing to do with the kind of account of life that Mary is giving, which is engaged, active, and still very interesting to you. I mean, I think...
But Susie, I think I mean, everybody will always say, look at Mary. And we'll always know about 7 people we could say is look at so-and-so. We also another 7
who've withdrawn.
who aren't.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I am afraid that I'll belong to the other 7.
Why do you think that? And
Because
why do you
why
think if
not?
you do it,
Why
you'll be
shouldn't
doing
I
it
be?
uncontentedly? I mean, I can see there's a point.
But
We
you're
all know
assuming-
from when we've been ill, and even had something as trivial as flu, how relieving it is to withdraw, that there's a tremendous comfort in that. You know, that we're not battling to work at that moment. We submit, we surrender to whatever our experience is.
You know, one of the wisest things one of my wisest friends ever said to me was, and I know I'm still remiss, I think we probably all agree with this. She said, Germaine, you'll never grow up until you forgive your parents. I think we'd be agreed on that, wouldn't we? Every
Actually,
damn thing.
I don't know. I don't think, I do agree actually, because I think some children really have the kind of parenting that means they can only forgive by lying, you know, that they get such a bad time and they're never shown any sorrow. If parents show no remorse, then I don't think we should foist forgiveness on the kids as well as all the other bad stuff they've had. I think forgiveness is also, it's graceful and we'd all like to be able to do it, but I don't think everybody can do it.
I reckon what happens when you get
Understanding,
big is that you
maybe.
understand your parents'
Yeah,
shortcomings.
but understanding isn't necessarily forgiving. You know, I think most children actually do take a lot of notice of their parents, however awful they are.
Well,
and I
actually,
think
usually
people
the
are
more
dutiful
awful the-
beyond the call of duty. I'm always amazed, because as I say, I think I was lucky with my mother. I'm amazed by how good people are and how giving to parents who I think gave them a terrible time.
But don't
because
you-
people keep working
But
at
don't
it.
you
and
think
things.
there's
Maggie,
also-
don't you think you're more enslaved the more painful the relationship was?
Yes, I do. I think the worse your parents were, the more tormenting a presence they are.
Right.
And to me,
even
the
if you don't
happiest
acknowledge
thing-
it, I mean, unconsciously,
Yes.
you're much more enslaved.
You know, one of the things that's very clear to me from this discussion is that our families are very present to us, however fragmentary they may be, and they're of enormous importance to us. We're all aware of ourselves as daughters, possibly more as daughters than almost any other thing. I'm sure we've given you lots to think about at home. That's all we've got time for right now. We'll be back next week. Do join us. Thank you, Janet Street Porter, Mary Stott, Anne Leslie, Maggie G, and Susie Orbach.
And if you'd like an edited transcript of this programme, please send a cheque or postal order for £3, made payable to BSS 2, the last word 5, PO Box 7, London W3 6XJ. Danny Baker will be chatting with Paul Gascoigne and Paula Yates later this evening on BBC1 at midnight.
The lightning speed of the AC Cobra. The lowdown on Los Angeles lowriders. Thursday at 8:30, anything can happen.
We both know what's out there.
Mulder, he wants to shut down the X-Files, and he wants you out of the Bureau.
MF Luter's an anagram for F. Mulder. You really didn't think that would fool us, did you?
Top Gear, The X-Files, Thursday nights on BBC 2.
Lost and Found, now on BBC2. Not exactly lost, but tonight we've found a real treat for film buffs and thriller watchers. Alain Delon stars as a hired gun who's on the run with no place to hide. Le Samurai.
Making movies.
Turn over!
Rotten job, but someone's got to do it.
Speak to me like that again and I am not coming back.
You know where the door is? You said they've been here, and they've got to be right. They're not here.
Bringing new meaning to the term disaster movie.
I can't stand here and reshoot a scene with less people than the first time.
An excess special on the making of The Priest and the Pirate.
It's a total waste of money.
Followed by the film itself, Tuesday at 10:25, BBC Scotland on 1.
That's it.
Home is where the camcorder is now on BBC2, as we've uncut footage from the Video Nation project. And the day begins in 3 very different households.